just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Let's go!
It's about
you. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. Your radiant truth, I know that you understand. Cause I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Oh Lord. Let's go. Dude, that song was a crowd favorite back in 2002. Now we're gonna jump to 1999. The song from my band Full Blown Red. It's called Do You Need. This is a good one. Oops. Sorry. You ready? Here we go. You ready? This is a good one. Right here.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you?
Dude, this song was so good. We were actually a really good band. It's a little bit Third Eye Blind inspired, no doubt.
I've got no
So there's your answer.
You better save yourself, or else nothing like success.
I would rather be in hell than regret.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you?
𝗙𝗍𝗶𝗋, let's go, baby!
No, I do.
You know I do. Woo!
Denial.
These are not my words most of the time.
Wet my face with reality and permit me to breathe before I do it again. Do you need anything like I need you?
It's over, ho. Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over, ho. Do you need anything like I need you? Let's go. Dude, I'm grooving. It's over, ho. Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over, ho. Anything like I need you. Do you need? Oh, wow. Dude, that fucking takes me back, man. That was this right here. What we're listening to is the band I moved up. The band I moved up here with, right? We were called Full Blown Red. It's good shit. But man, what a blast from the past. What's up? What's up? And then of course we had the songs, a couple of songs from the number 3 Breakdown, right? Band. That was the song that started it off. Would I lip sync to my songs? Would I lip sync to them? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't really have a problem lip syncing. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was younger, I wouldn't. I'd be like all upset about that because it's supposed to be live and pure and what have you, right? But as an older guy, I was like, dude, I just want the paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, some shows are lip synced. That's just kind of the way it goes. Dude. But man, dude, so that guy, dude, I can't remember the dude's name. So the song that we just listened to, Do You Need? It was on a 5-song EP for my band Full Blown Red. And we recorded that in 99.
or 98. We recorded it in 98. And then in January of 99, we went on tour, left LA for good, and we all piled into a van. And at the end of the tour, we just moved to Portland, Oregon. So that's how I got here. But what's crazy about it is the only reason we had that record was because of this guy, Brendan something. I can't remember his name, but a dude that was like a friend of my neighbor's had gotten signed to Atlantic Records. And he took his record advance, and he knew he was probably getting dropped, right? Because 90% of the acts that get signed, they get signed and they get dropped anyway. So what he did was, instead of taking his advance and like buying a car or buying a house or whatever, he bought a bunch of recording gear and converted a space into a studio. So he guaranteed with that one record deal from Atlantic that he could record his music like quality forever, right? It was a really smart move. And so we went into his studio and we recorded that. So the song Do You Need was a 3-piece. That was just me singing and playing guitar, bass player and a drummer. And then the first song, Radiant, was a 2-piece. It was just guitar and drums. And that was my band. That was Number 3 Breakdown, which was like a band I was in 2002 that was really popular here in fucking Portland. We had management. We were playing all the fucking good shows like Dante's Inferno and shit. And we went into Jackpot Studios to record an album with Larry Crane. And I just kind of had a fucking breakdown. Like while I was recording that album, realizing I didn't want to be in that band, and I didn't want to have those managers, and I didn't want to be in the scene. I wanted to just make my own fucking record. And so I spent all my money recording that record with Jackpot, with Larry Crane, and it was amazing. I mean, Larry was great. I loved him, but dude, I was having trouble writing the lyrics. And my lack of creative inspiration, I just knew it was the wrong band. So I quit. I pulled the plug. I fired the managers. I fucking quit the band, and I threw $7,000 in the trash can. All my money that I had spent recording that album because I was paying for everything. And I just pulled the plug on it. No, I still have the music tracks, but no vocals on them. Just fucking, right? Like 9 songs of no vocals. And so I quit, right? And then I started recording this stuff, right? And a year later, a year and a half later, I was touring the country as a one-man indie rock band. So like, I guess if there's a lesson in there, you got to follow your heart, but also don't be afraid to pull the plug on something, even if everybody's going to look at you like it's a failure. Because sometimes there's like brighter shores on the horizon, and you have to let go of the past to get there. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big moment for me, because that was a band that like was really popular, but I was really unhappy in it. I was like wildly unhappy. And so I went and I made a record, Let Go Afterglow, that I was happy about. And next thing you know, man, I was touring the country, and it was amazing. And Number 3 Breakdown, we were not going to tour the country, man. We weren't. We were gonna implode anyway. So, but yeah, man, it's sometimes you gotta like, you know, people think you were crazy. Like, people thought I was fucking crazy, dude. They did. People thought I was crazy. They're like, why are you killing this band? What are you doing? And you know, yeah, it was pretty wild. You know what I'm saying? I think, I'll be honest with you, I think the only person in the scene that really understood the move was Asia. Okay, Asia Volkman. She's like in a band right now called 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀. She was married to the guy from Imagine Dragons, Dan Reynolds. They were married for years. And she had a bunch of his kids. But this was before she moved to LA, and before she found 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀, and before she married Dan Reynolds. Just when she was like a musician here, she had introduced me to the drummer from Full Blown Red, but she actually understood. And then she stole the drummer that was in Full Blown Red, and like they moved to Eugene and started a band, and eventually she moved to LA and ended up on MySpace Records and married the singer from Imagine Dragons and all that. But she understood. She got it. Like, I don't think anybody else in Portland really got it. Everybody was like, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? It did work out. It did work out. It was a move. But yeah. Yeah, that was wild. All right. So, what's up, people? What are we doing? What do we got? What are we doing? What do we got? I saw people talking about 𝗙𝗵𝗏. Did she do something crazy today? Dude, what is up with Trump, dude? Trumpy is in free fall, okay? Trumpy is in free fall, man. Yeah, no, I saw everybody talking about her, though, so I thought maybe she did something specific today that we need to watch and react to. Sorry for being so late, but I had to finish a video. Dude, somehow I managed to crank out 3 videos today and a short. And I got some sleep. And I like, dude, Trump stole the trophy. Yeah, so Hernan, so I saw the thing about Trump and the FIFA trophy, but I think it's like part Trump stole it, but part the president of FIFA gave it to him, I think. Right? Which is weird. I don't know. That whole thing is fucking weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was blaming Obama for Trump. Let me see. Let me ping Natalie in the fucking chat. Oh, you're just about done. Oh, thank you. Let's go, Natalie. Thank you so much. Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, I fucking pinged you and Bradshaw. I figure you guys always seem to know what's up with the TYT. Enjoy your dinner. We'll get there. We will get there, but man, I appreciate that. So, dude, you ready for this? We got it. There's a lot of clownery going on today, okay? Because first off, we have to, you ready? First off, we have to look at the insane comment that Trump made in that presser where he said, you know what? Basically, everything's a hoax. Oh, let me get rid of this shit. All right, there we go. This one. Dude, what are we even doing anymore, bro? Right? This is one of the most unhinged fucking things I think I've ever seen in my life. Okay? Dude, digging his own grave. Well, so there's like multiple sort of strains happening right now because let's just unpack this for a second and look at what we've got going on. Because one, the Democrats yesterday voted in committee to bring this thing Epstein to a vote, and it lost, right? Virginia Fox, they kiboshed it. Now, I believe there was a vote today in the House, wasn't there? We're going to have to look into this, but wasn't there a vote today in the House about the Epstein files? Oh, shit. I just fucking deleted my chat, dude. What am I fucking doing, bro? Bro, I thought there was an extra. I didn't recognize what that extra window was for, and it was my fucking chat. Whoopsie. So wasn't there was a vote. Yeah, it was House Republicans, right? Nearly forced to vote. Okay, let's see what we got here. There was a vote to debate and it failed 211 to 210. All right. I want to just see if fucking. Oh, here it is. Okay. So 211 House Republicans vote to block the release of the Epstein file. Now, what's crazy about this is they voted to block this, but simultaneously, you have Maga Mike Johnson going on Benny Johnson's show saying, oh, we got to release this shit. But you may notice what they're doing. They're trying to bring Ghislaine Maxwell in there to put her in front of Congress so she can say, Trump didn't do anything. This had nothing to do with Trump. Right? They're trying to use Ghislaine Maxwell to exonerate Trump. Okay? They are trying to release the Epstein files in a way that will protect Trump. Okay? It is so dirty. Dude, this shit is so dirty. These guys are so dirty. And you have Lauren Boebert. Dude, this is crazy. Okay? So let's look at this. We got to look at this shit. So the 9 Republicans who didn't vote were Ogles, McCall, Massey, Loudermilk, Wesley Hunt, Luttrell, Green, Monica De La Cruz, and Buddy Carter. Okay, so, but 211 Republicans, everybody fucking voted against it, right? That's crazy. All they needed was like 2 people, right? Yeah. That is nuts, man. Just insane, dude. They're so creepy. So you think Ghislaine is going to get out and get vengeance on Trump? See, I don't think, I'll be honest, guys. I don't think Ghislaine would get out and get vengeance on Trump. I think Ghislaine would probably protect Trump and hoping that his DOJ and the Supreme Court would give her some favorable victory on an appeal, right? I mean, she's far more likely, I think, now to do something that absolutely like protects and caters to Trump. You think she hates him for killing her best friend? I mean, maybe. I feel like her self-protective mechanism, though, probably makes a lot more sense. But so let's look at some of this shit that went down today, because here's number one. Okay, this is Trump's fucking, this quote right here, dude. Unbelievable. All right, you ready? Yeah, no. Well, Anna, I hope we don't see, because I don't think they should put her on the stand. I think putting her in front of Congress, she's a convicted sex trafficker who's on appeal. She's the most unreliable person. Who knows what she's going to say, and who knows what she's going to say that's fucking true, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way, bro, that is the worst. That is the worst of the worst. All right, perfect. Thank you, Natalie. We're going to fucking save that. All right. So let's watch this quote, though. This clip is batshit. All right, here we go.
Honestly, the Attorney General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on
that.
What?
On the
DOJ and FBI
on what?
review.
On what subject?
Epstein.
Okay.
On Epstein, of the review of the files. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you, what did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the
No,
file?
she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
So he says Comey and Biden. First off, did James Comey was he ever even in the picture when the Epstein shit resurfaced in 2019? James Comey was long gone by 2019. Okay. How does Comey have anything to do with it? And Biden had nothing to do with the FBI. Christopher Wray had it. Okay. Obama had been out of office for 3 years, right? So this shit is like so over the moon. Obama. It's Comey Bamna Biden. Biden Comey. Dude, that shit is fucking insane, bro. It is just, you know what I'm saying? I love what it says here, right here. He says, in an insane moment, Trump repeats the bizarre lie that President Obama and James Comey created the Epstein files that he promised his voters he would reveal. Files that Bondi recently said do not exist. So, to recap, there were a whole bunch of files in 2019 when Epstein got rearrested. All right? The FBI had this shit while Trump was president. Okay? His FBI director, Christopher Wray, had these files. Fucking Epstein ends up dead. There were enough files to convict Ghislaine Maxwell and put her in prison for 20 years. There was enough of that. Then they campaign on Epstein. These files, we're going to release them. We're going to uncover this. It was huge. Trump retweeted things implying that it was the Clintons that had killed Jeffrey Epstein. You remember that? When him and all the other right-wingers, they actually fucking implied that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton killed Epstein to protect Bill. You remember that? And then Biden wins the election. For years, they talk about it. Bongino, 𝗏𝗏 Patel. They're like, you know what? This is a conspiracy. Epstein was murdered. It was the Clintons. It's all the Democrats. It's Bill Gates. It's Hollywood. It's the pedo ring. Yada, yada, yada. Right? Now Trump says we're releasing it all. They get in there. Pam Bondi says we have it on our desk. Bongino and 𝗏𝗏 Patel, we got the files. We're going through this shit. Then Pam Bondi says, you know what? This stuff doesn't exist. There is no list. There's no files. I don't know. There's just a bunch of 𝗙𝗍, right? And then Trump says, oh, they do exist. But Obama created this, and James Comey and Joe Biden. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? That is some of the most insane shit. But it gets crazier, okay? Because we have Lauren Boebert, okay? We have Lauren Boebert, who then takes it upon herself to start, like, going around talking about Epstein. Lord have mercy on our soul. Okay, you ready? So let's find the clip here.
So,
all right, here we go. So this is now Lauren Boebert is calling for a special counsel. And you know who she wants to lead the special counsel? Matt Gaetz. So she wants the Epstein files to have a, teen rapist and sexual predator and trafficker Matt Gaetz to be the special counsel. Dude, how did these people take this serious? Now you'll notice though, look at Benny Johnson. He put a suit on. He fucking did his hair up all nice. Benny Johnson is going point man on this of laundering this for Trump. Okay, you may have noticed Benny is like the point man here. Today he had media day to spin this. Okay, Charlie Kirk got his marching orders and said, I'm not even talking about Epstein. I wonder if Charlie Kirk's like, you know what, I'm just not going to launder this. If maybe somewhere in there, Charlie Kirk has like the tiniest shred of like, he's not going to dig into this. But Benny Johnson is now the willing laundry doer for Trump's, fucking sex predator nature. He did media day today with Lauren Boebert, and then he also did Mike Johnson. But here we go. You ready?
So Judicial Committee hearing. Mm-hmm. That would be most likely the committee where Ghislaine Maxwell would testify. Would you be in favor of that?
Absolutely. Yes. Of course, we want answers. No one is satisfied with what has been received or lack thereof. No one is satisfied with the rollout of this. Of course, we've heard that Dan Bongino is not satisfied with the rollout of this either. And, I think you hear time and time again what an honorable stand-up man Dan Bongino is. President Trump, he obviously thinks highly of Attorney General Pam Bondi. I don't know her personally, but I know Dan. And he's a wonderful man, and I have no reason to doubt him. And I think moving forward, we need a special counsel. That has got to happen. There has to be a special investigation into this if we aren't going to be provided information. Now, there's a lot of things that Attorney General Pam Bondi is doing well. Of course, President Trump is doing many things well. The FBI is doing a great job. Our Department of Homeland Security is, this mass deportation machine on steroids, and now they have the funding to go after it even more. But this is something, I hope it doesn't become a false idol to Republicans where we just lose sight of everything else. But that doesn't mean we don't want answers. There are plenty of good things to focus on and still more that we need to do to really get through the next 4 years and hopefully the next 8 years in a Republican majority, God help us, God willing. And so this is certainly important, and I want answers. And maybe that takes that special counsel to do so. Maybe Matt Gaetz can lead the special counsel.
Would you vote in favor of that?
Absolutely. Yes. Matt spoke highly of Pam Bondi and saying, that she's the best attorney.
How do they sit there knowing that Matt Gaetz was having sex with teenage girls and had to resign from Congress because that report was going to come out in disgrace? And they actually suggest him. Dude, these are the Christians. Boss, with Christians like these, who needs Satanism, right? You know what I mean? Dude, with Christians like these, who needs Satan? We don't even need Satan. Now, I got to say, dude, Lauren Boebert, she looks like shit, bro. I mean, there was a while there where, she looked like she was like taking good care of herself, but dude, she does not look good. I don't know if it's the xenophobia or if it's like the stench of Kid Rock, but something is wearing on this woman, dude. She looks like she's going downhill fast.
General that President Trump has had. But yeah, Matt Gaetz as a special counsel, absolutely.
So judicial.
Matt Gaetz as a special counsel. Lord have mercy. Dude, isn't that the craziest shit you have ever heard in your life? Matt Gaetz, the disgraced former AG nominee with a sex predator scandal of his own, and the Christians, the evangelical Christians in our government, want sex pred to handle the special counsel of sex pred. Dude, her wig is atrocious. Is that a wig? Dude, I don't think it's a wig, man. I think she went in and said, give me the Howard Stern. That's what she did. She went into the beauty parlor and said, can I have the Howard Stern, please? Dude, I shit you not. I'm telling you, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, look at this. Look at this, bro. She absolutely has the Howard Stern, bro. There it is, dude. Where is it? Oh, man. She said, give me the Howard Stern. Dude. Oh, shit. Let's go, dude. That's what it is. As soon as I saw it, I was like, my God, she could play, if they had a Beetlejuice, like with Howard Stern in it, she could play Howard Stern while she's getting fondled. Oh, shit. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's good, dude. That is fucking, there it is. Bobby! Bobby. We love you, Bobby. Dude, actually, I think Howard Stern's hair looks better, dude. Dude, he looks better. He does, dude. If I had to choose between spending the night with Howard Stern or Lauren Boebert, I think I would choose Howie, right? And I mean, that's as a straight man too, dude. I still feel like he's got more to offer for, right? Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. That's crazy. I mean, while we're here, I probably should bring up the meme that I shared on Twitter today, which was this meme right here, where it's like, you know, MAGA is at a crossroads. Do we admit the liberals were right, or do we support a child molester? And as I said, this isn't just MAGA. This is like every Christian eventually ends up at this crossroad, right? I mean, it does apply to MAGA, but literally every single Christian in America at one point in their life will stand at this crossroad. Guaranteed. You cannot have Christianity without eventually hitting this crossroad. It's literally just hardwired into that belief system. It's pretty sad. It's pretty frightening, right? That's what I said, dude. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Owning the libs. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know what is Christ-like anymore. I'm actually at a loss because, you know. So, yeah. So she said Matt Gaetz would be a good special counsel. That is frightening. Yes, this is the way we all feel about the Matt Gaetz suggestion. Dude, that is crazy. Dude, Matt, can you imagine? Like, bro, how, you know what I mean? Like, how are there any, like, Republicans or Christians on the right wing that, like, are still talking about Matt Gaetz? Do they just not care, or do they not believe it? Are they convinced that it's the deep state that made it up, that Maddie's really an innocent victim with just, you know, a lot of Botox gone bad, and that he didn't actually have sex with the teen girls, even though he resigned from Congress to bury that report? Like, it's pretty obvious the dude resigned from a $187,000 a year job, right? At his congressional seat, he resigned. He gave it up. He bounced, you know, just to avoid that report coming out. Dude. He's got a YouTube show. Yeah, no, Matt Gaetz, he's got a YouTube show. Right? Former Congressman Matt Gaetz. Here it is, dude. He streamed 2 days ago. The Anchorman Show. Dude. Oh my God. This is The Anchorman. Matt Gaetz and Dan Ball.
And we would essentially create 19. Yeah. We're probably too, but you know, that's it kind of, again, it just shows you that whole thing. One of the largest theme parks in the world in Shanghai. It's 57% owned by the Chinese government. But
dude, there you go. He did a podcast. Is this Dan Ball? No, that's not Dan Ball, is it?
Months. And for people Trump made was that he was going to secure the border. This won him the.
All right, you ready? Let's watch the first minute.
Now it's time
for
the
it's
Anchorman
time.
Podcast with Matt Gaetz and Dan Ball.
With Matt Gaetz and Dan's balls. Dude, at least somebody's got balls. Oh, Lord.
Welcome
Let's
back to
go,
Anchorman.
baby.
We are going to do a deep dive episode into some of the issues facing the Trump administration on the economic front and on the cultural front that relate to China and the reckoning the United States is having. I've got a tremendous expert with me who's got a really, really great book out on the subject. But I want to tell you why we're talking about this.
Yeah, we're talking about it because you're a disgraced congressperson and this is all you got. And yes, dude, Ted Nugent, right? Fucking Stranglehold playing there in the intro. Of course he's using Nugent, right? Because Nugent is a degenerate as well. Dude, yeah, Matt Gaetz is crazy, bro. This is his show. Dude, it got 7,000 views though. Let's look at his videos. What has he got? He's got, right? 2 months ago. I mean, he's still doing the lives. He was on with Adam Carolla. I mean, he's doing a couple videos a month, right? He mostly has these lives that are like 40 minutes or an hour in his little fucking whatever studio. What is this? This is like, is this Jerry Garcia? Did they exhumed Jerry Garcia? Oh, that is Dan Ball. So Dan Ball is the black guy, right? Dan Ball is the black guy. His most popular has 72K, and that was 3 weeks ago, right? That was with fucking Smith. What's his name? Fucknuts, right? The fake libertarian. So yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, he's got triple the fucking subs that I do. 2,000 videos, bro. Jesus Christ. He's got 2,000 fucking videos. He must like just pump out the shorts. He's got a lot of followers, but not a lot of activity, man. Right? A total of 16 million views. All right. But Jesus. But yeah, this is it, dude. It was Firebrand with Matt Gaetz. And now it's the Anchorman. Oh, that's an original name. Yeah, so there you go. Disgraced former congressperson. His oldest vids are probably, yeah, I'm sure they are. The oldest vids, like, were when he was in Congress. Holy shnikes. All right, so, but let's look at the other thing, though, that happened. Because also, Mike Johnson went on Benny Johnson. Okay, we have Maga Mike who went on Benny Johnson to do more propaganda. Okay, again, they're trying to set up Ghislaine Maxwell in front of Congress. That's what they want to do. I believe they're trying to set her up in order to like have her say Trump was not involved with this at all. I guarantee you that's what they're planning. But so this is, okay, see, he interviewed all of the MAGA shitters, dude. Fucking all of these fucking degenerates. So Benny went to fucking, right? Benny got called in. They said, Benny, you need to get up here and you need to launder some propaganda. And Benny said, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. He's like, is Andrew Tate going to be there to give me a prostate rub? Or can I talk to Thumb Homan? Oh, we're going to deport your ass. Oh, somebody get the marbles out of my mouth. Impediment. Thumb Homan. Bro, I'm going to have to fucking, right? You have to create a fucking character there. But so let's look at the MAGA Mike. Okay? Let's look at the MAGA Mike a little bit here. All right, so Trump, though, did on the tarmac said this.
Urge people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. but I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
Yeah, sorry, but 1,000 teenagers getting raped by you motherfuckers ain't boring. And Paige, I did see what you say there that she offered, but I'm not buying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that she offered the minute Democrats asked for this thing. Okay, look at what took place. Look at the timing. Trump buries it. They say the files don't exist. They do exist. He's saying Obama made it up. Then the Democrats go on this offensive of like, we want to release the files. And then immediately after that, the Maxwells start talking up, oh, Ghislaine wants to come and clear the air. The timing of that is like really suspicious. And all the Republicans are like, yeah, we want to get Ghislaine in front of Congress. So I know that she offered to release this, but I feel like there's something about this that is not, it feels like weirdly astroturfed because she's in the middle of a fucking appeal right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, so this is just really fucking weird, the timing of it. And I believe she is angling to like get Trump off and then guarantee herself some, you know, commuting of her sentence or whatever. There's something going on with that. Like I want a complete release of all the files, but I do not want her doing a fucking, you know, a congressional thing at all. Right? The sex trafficker, convicted sex trafficker. Why are we taking her word? That would be like having Matt Gaetz testify on behalf of Donald Trump. Like, no thanks, man. I don't want to hear from fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't want to hear her take because we know it's not going to be truthful. She has no reason to be truthful right now. None. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, they are not trustworthy at all. Okay? They're not. And her father is like a you know, a CI, like an intelligence agent, like that whole thing. Like, fuck that whole family, bro. They're all liars. They fucking stink to high heaven, man. There's nothing about that should see the light of day.
And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
Mr. President, a question on AI.
See, anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it. But he used the little credible, right? So there you go. Anything that's credible. They are setting this up, guys. They are setting this up to create a public content dump that will exonerate Trump. Okay? That is the only thing that this is about. Okay? You know what I mean? That is the only thing. Yeah, she could have spoken up in her trial. She didn't. She buried it. That thing, like, she absolutely needs to stay silent. There's no fucking way, dude. If she gets out there, okay, if she gets out there, it is going to be fucking toxic. But let's find the clip with Maga Mike, okay? Because Maga Mike right here, okay, is right here. Here's Maga Mike. Now, this is Maga Mike after he voted to quash the Epstein files. So he voted to keep them buried, and immediately following that, he goes on to Benny Johnson and says, oh man, we should be transparent. Oh, really, Maga Mike? Oh, that's interesting, buddy. You gonna open up, give us your grinder password or what? Now that we're talking about transparency.
I haven't talked to Marjorie or Anna about that specific subject, but I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent in this. Look, Reagan used to tell us we should trust the American people. I believe in that principle. I know President Trump does as well, and I trust him. I mean, he put together a team of his choosing, and they're doing a great job. It's a very delicate subject, but we should put everything out there and let the people decide it. I mean, the White House and the White House team are privy to facts that I don't know. I mean, this isn't my lane. I haven't been involved in that. But I agree with the sentiment that we need to put it out there. And and Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it, they were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody. I like Pam. I mean, I think she's done a good job. We need the DOJ focusing on the major priorities. So let's get this thing resolved so that they can deal with violent crime and public safety. And
yeah, no, they really want the DOJ to attack voting rights and try and overturn the Civil Rights Act and all this other shit, expand Trump's executive power. He's like, can we get this shit over with so we can start like making sure people can't vote before we lose the motherfucking election? Dude, these guys are so
election
fucking
integrity
bad,
and
bro.
Going after Act Blue and the things that the president is most concerned about, as we are. So I'm anxious to get this behind us.
And for the record, I don't care what kind of adult content, right, Mike Johnson watches. There's no shame if he and Benny share a Grindr password. There's no shame in that. But you shouldn't be telling other people how to live when we know there's some weird shit in your browser history. All right. So let's see. All right. So MTG is going to try and say, oh, they didn't block the release. It was a procedural vote.
I got to correct something real quick.
Please.
So it's being reported that House Republicans unanimously voted to block the release of the Epstein files. And I want to straighten out the record right now. That is not true. If I could vote, okay. If I could vote to...
That is not true.
...release the Epstein files, guys, you would have my vote. I would vote yes. Here's what just happened. It was a procedural vote, and we have these all the time. It's called a PQ. It's voting on the previous question. And if the Democrats had won the previous question, which I know sounds insane, it's one of these crazy rules in the House that are hard to understand, that means they would control the House floor. And that means they could bring up anything. They could bring up impeachment articles against President Trump. They could bring up a whole package of insane Democrat agenda items and force votes on the House floor on these things.
Well, oh shit. But so what, right? You could just all vote against that shit. Oh, you see that? They were like, oh shit, we don't want to have to vote on anything. Dude, that's even worse. It would have been better if it was just you guys were voting to not release Epstein. Now you're basically telling us you're afraid to show your votes on anything the Democrats bring up, which means you guys can't even stand for your positions, right? And again, dude, I don't see what this is possible. Let's look at what they fucking voted on, okay? Because there's no way they voted on something that would allow them to bring any vote to the floor, because that's insane. All right, let's see what we got here today. So let's see. So the motion on ordering the previous question, okay? They urge the chamber to oppose a routine procedural vote, since failure would have triggered a vote on Roe's amendment. Okay? Vote on the motion ordering the previous question is almost always a routine party line vote, with members of the majority party voting in favor, those in the minority voting in opposition. It represents a last chance effort for members in the minority to try and force consideration of certain legislation. Okay? So the thing about this, they had framed the procedural vote as a referendum on whether Republicans want the Epstein files to be released. Okay? So it was the previous question procedural vote, but I don't think that would mean they would be able to fucking bring in any bill they want to the floor. Let's see. Let's look at this. So it says the motion for the previous question is a procedural motion used to immediately end debate and bring a pending question to vote. When When a member moves the previous question, the presiding officer says, shall the main question be now put? Debate on the main question is immediately closed and the House proceeds to vote on the motion. All right, it's used to expedite a vote on a special rule. So yeah, dude, all it would have done is allowed one vote on one issue. So, right, so it would not have opened it up so they could just start running everything through. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, dude, she's trying to bullshit us. She's trying to gaslight us. Dude, yeah, I know, Sam. The files aren't real. Wait, no, they are real. Yes, I saw them. No, I didn't see them. The list does not exist. Obama wrote it, right? It is for a special amendment or rule, but that's the one thing that the amendment is what Ro Khanna had, right? The rule was about the Epstein files. Okay, so she's gaslighting us.
That's what we voted against. We never allowed Democrats to have control of the House floor because we control the House floor.
Yes.
So
yeah, but it wouldn't have given them control of the House floor. It would have just allowed them to force a vote on one rule or amendment. MTG is smarter than we think. I don't think she is.
It's a misunderstanding, and I just wanted to straighten.
Oh yeah, it's a misunderstanding, dude. We should community notes this shit. Yeah, see, you could ask, though, why don't Republicans bring the Epstein thing to the House floor? Huh? Oh, yeah, they're not going to do that. All right, they're not going to do that. Oh, let's see what we got here.
Best advice for Pam Bondi is what? Very quickly.
Take the ball and run with it. People want to see accountability. There have been a lot of investigations. The deep state has been exposed thanks to Radcliffe and Cash.
Oh, the deep state. Dude, who is the deep state now? There's still deep state? What is it? What is Pam Bondi, the deep state? Like, I'm confused. They've gutted every agency. There's nobody left in government but the Trump loyalists. And now they're still talking about the deep state? Bro.
Patel, let's start prosecuting these people. Let's set some examples out of some people.
Dude, I got a comment on this, bro. Dude, fucking A, bro. Dude, it's like the custodian's girlfriend is the fucking new deep state, bro. Dude. Oh shit. All right. So yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. We are deep in it. You know what I'm saying? We are deep in it. You see Tim Burchett with his big move with the fucking longboard? Dude, homie looks like he's gonna fucking die. Yeah, look at him. He almost fell over, dude.
He rides off in the sunset.
Dude. Jesus. Dude, awkward. Dude, Tim, I liked you better at the drag show, buddy. No offense, Burchett. So there we go. They're crying about the auto pen. Oh my God, look at Mike Lee. Dude, let's see Mike Lee. We got to see a quote of Mike Lee before we fucking turn this slop off. All right? All right, here we go.
You be in favor of Ghislaine Maxwell testifying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've posted on this. And if she were to testify, I think she could answer a lot of questions that could help put all of this in perspective.
Yeah, see, they're all angling for Ghislaine Maxwell to testify. And that's a tell, guys. Okay, we've already had it where Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, who previously was Donald Trump's lawyer, this is back in 2019, that lawyer has done damage control for Trump, saying, Dude, Jeffrey told me Trump had nothing to do with this. Trump's not even in these files. They are now all angling for Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted trafficker, to come out, and she will come out and exonerate Trump. That is what they're angling for. We absolutely cannot allow her to be the final word on this. Dude, a convicted trafficker? Please, bro. You know what I mean? She should have done that. She should have done that shit right? She should have done that shit when she was on trial. She had a chance, okay? She had a fucking chance to do that. And for you asking about the Wired thing, it's like, yeah, if you look at my Twitter, I tweeted about that, right? Hours ago. There it is, right? It is a pretty major scandal of what's going on. We don't know what's going on with that Wired thing, but it's a good article if you guys haven't read it. Here we go. That what they discovered with the fucking with the Wired thing is that it's not just a minute, 3 minutes is missing. So now we don't even know if that second piece is from the same day. She will get the same pardon Epstein did, the disappearing act. See, I don't know if she would, right? I think Epstein was killed because they knew he would save himself. I think Ghislaine will, right? I think Ghislaine Maxwell, I think she's protected as long as she stays quiet, right? As long as she covers for Trump and a couple other important people. You know, I think she stays, she's a loose end. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. She's a loose end, but she's tied to the intelligence community. I feel like she's protected with her dad. You know what I mean? But who knows, right? Because you figure if she was going to be dead, she'd already be dead. But man, dude, that shit is crazy. It is just insane to me, dude, that they're blocking this shit. You know, it's insane to me that they're blocking this shit. But Trump is in free fall, okay? He is, dude. Trump is absolutely in free fall right now. All right, let's go look at what 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗏𝗀 had to say about this. All right, let's see what their video is, because we know they fucking have a big problem with Obama. All right, you know what I mean? So she'll get bumped off before she says anything. See, the thing that's really interesting about this is, so this is what's crazy though too, is Trump is now saying that this shit was created by Obama after they had the big spectacle of giving it to all the right-wing influencers. So why would they give all this shit to right-wing influencers if this shit was created by Obama? I mean, this is, I guess, a question we'll never know. But look at these guys. Dude, can you imagine being a right-wing influencer? Bro, I would rather have my nuts cut off with a fucking, like a bread knife, dude. I'm serious. I would rather have you take a paring knife to my scrotum than me have to spend one day as a fucking a right-wing influencer, dude. Seriously, just take it. Just take it. Go ahead. Go ahead. The butter knife? Yeah, dude. Fucking A, bro. Fair dinkum. Dude, what the fuck does fair dinkum mean? Oh my God. Look at this. This is amazing, dude. You ready? Look at this. MAGA voter drills hole into skull to relieve sudden doubts about Trump. Dude, that is about as real life as it gets, isn't it? Oh, Lord. Oh, got it. Fair dinkum. Let's go. All right. Dude, I just saw the word dink in there. Right? Where do I come up with this shit? David, I don't know, dude. I just riff. I have an active imagination. Yeah, I saw the word dink in there and I got all like, ooh, dink. Oh, dink. Chinky's got a dink. Dude. Well, so anyway, we should look at the fucking Adam Schiff, because obviously Trump woke up today and chose violence because he thought he was going to be able to do this. Okay? This is how he started today. Where is it? Right? Yeah. So he started the day figuring he was going to like accuse Adam Schiff of mortgage fraud or something, right? The Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Division has concluded Adam Schiff is engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud. You like that? Look at the wording there. They've concluded that he is engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud. So what have they concluded? Nothing, right? Isn't that funny? Now I learn that the Financial Crimes Division concluded he's engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud. So they've concluded nothing, and this whole thing is a con, right? Oh, that's hilarious, right? Oh my God, dude. The fraud began with the refinance of his Maryland property. Yeah. Dude, it's so funny, dude. He's like such a dumbass. So this is how he thought he was going to like make Epstein go away. Dude, it's going to be crazy, man. Like this shit is going to get wild because Trump is like backed into a corner right now. He is. And have you guys seen his hand? Have you seen his hand? Something's going on with him. Okay, look at this shit. Okay, look at this shit. There's like makeup over his hand. You see this? There, a newscaster or a camera person at the press conference actually noticed this and zoomed in on his hand because there is something going on with his hand, and you can see the makeup. Okay, you can see it. Right? And there's, you know, this image from the World Cup. His ankles are all swollen. There is something going on with Trump. He is having some kind of health issue. I mean, we know his mind is like really even crazier lately. His mind. He's always like been loopy for the last couple of years, but now he is like extra loopy. He's like extra sort of like, you know, talking crazy shit about, right? You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy shit about whatever, you know, like talking all these crazy fucking, you know, answering the wrong questions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just really fucking sort of outrageous. Like he's definitely been extra fucking zonked lately. That's his IV hand. I mean, I imagine. Yeah, no, he's like had extra, I don't know. I've just noticed him, you know, where they ask him a question and he starts talking on a completely different subject. You know, he almost walked into some columns. People have been trying to communicate with him, and he just kind of like, just looks like he's in a daze. Okay. Somebody who's been in surgery lately, that IV hand. I mean, yeah, no, it definitely looks like there's an IV fucking something going on, but the makeup in it is pretty weird, right? And so the reporter definitely fucking zoomed in on that shit. And he doesn't look good, man. Okay? He doesn't look good. Now, one can hope that he will just pass pain-free, right? I hope he doesn't suffer, and I hope he goes swiftly. That's my hope for him. Donnie Trump, I hope you don't suffer, and may you go swiftly, okay? May you depart the earth like fucking, let's do it real soon. All right, fuck nuts, before you fuck up humanity anymore. But may you go fucking swiftly. Okay. Vienna sausage fingers. All right, you ready? Let's fucking go. Let's get in here and So let me see with Charlie Kirk's, what he's commented today about. Oh, dude, I saw this where Gavin Newsom retweeted Charlie Kirk. Retweet if you believe Trump should order a full investigation into Epstein's sex trafficking from the last 30 years. Oh my God, bro. That's amazing, dude. Retweet. Oh, fuck, dude. That's good. Good shit. But, dude, so Charlie is now interviewing Mike Benz. Dude, this guy is a con artist, too. All of these guys are fucking cons, dude. Mike Benz is a fucking nobody, bro. Right? But, yeah, so Charlie is retweeting Benny Johnson shit. He's going on there with fucking Mike Benz. This guy's a fucking con artist and a nobody. All right. All right. We're going to fucking end that there. Dude, the Dark Crystal. Oh, shit. All right. All right. Dude, we're going to do some Hogwatch, too. But let's get into this, shall we? Let's get into this real quick. So this is today. And let's see where the real vengeance is with these guys. Hold on, let me go grab a snack, and then we're gonna come back and watch this. I'm gonna fucking put on a song from 2002, guys. This is a song called Wonderful Mess from 2002 from my two-piece band, Number 3 Breakdown. I'm gonna let you listen to this. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go look at the moon because the moon looks amazing. I'm gonna grab a snack, enjoy this lovely tune, and I will be right back.
You're all I've got.
It's a good tune, actually, real good one.
You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it. But you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a one Time to walk away. Trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was
I'm having a
something
turkey
you
sandwich
could do, but you're
in a
not
hot dog
able
bun left
to.
over
You
from
can't
4th of
be
July.
my answers, because you're all I've got. And
You're all I
want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I struggle to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause
No, the hot dog
life
buns
is a
are 12 days old.
wonderful
The turkey's fresh.
mess. You're all I've got.
You're all I want. All right, get ready for your ears to get blown out.
All I've got.
The song's gonna blow out your speakers here in a sec. I like the end of this though. It's aggressive, but here it comes. Now it's not that bad, but it does get like overdriven. Dude! Oh, and then it just ends. Dude, I fucking love that song, guys. Oh my God. All right, let's go. There we go. Yeah, I love that tune. Oh shit, bro. The end of that. And then there's some really good like words there too. Fuck. Can't remember it. I'd have to listen to it again. But yeah, the words in the end thing are really good. It's like there's something hold on. Now I'm curious. Hold on. Now I want to go back and like listen to it quietly and figure out what the words are there. Because the words are really good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let me go to the end of this thing. The words are really good at the end here. Okay, so since It goes, since I've been sober, I just found another shoulder to look over. Am I bolder? I feel colder. Right? So that's the first line. Since I've been sober, I just found another shoulder to look over. Am I bolder? I feel colder. Colder. All right? All right. Every time I sense danger, I just find another angle to this game. I don't want to play. Please start me over. All right. Me over. I'm ashamed that my claim to fame is the fact that I can walk away again. I'm ashamed that my claim to fame is the fact that I can walk away again and feel nothing. And I'm unnerved because when you show concern, it doesn't make me feel okay. I feel invaded. What a fucking... Dude, I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps because first off, like, those lyrics are fucking incredible. I've forgotten how good that section is, but also, like, my son actually said some stuff to me about that. The other night, we had this really, like, heart-to-heart talk with all of us, the whole family, and he said something about that like sometimes when I show concern with him, how he feels invaded, right? And I'm like, God, that's really weird. I'm going to have to talk to him about that. We're going to have to listen to that fucking later and have a discussion about that. But yeah, dude, what a crazy, right? Ever since I've been sober, I just found another shoulder to look over. Am I bolder? I feel colder. I'm ashamed that my claim to fame is the fact that I can walk away again and again. Or wait, no. Oh, yeah. So, all right. Here we go. Sorry, I'm gonna fucking... And I've been sober, I just found another shoulder to look over. Am I bolder? I feel colder. Time I sense danger. Every time I sense danger, I just find another angle to this game. I don't want to play. Please start me over. I'm ashamed that my claim to fame is the fact that I can walk away again and again and feel nothing. God, I love those lyrics. All right, sorry, I'm on journey over here. Back to politics. Dude, that's some good lyrics, though. That's like some of the most honest shit that I ever said. Wish we knew about you back then. Oh, shit. Yeah, wish you knew about the music back then. You had to be a college radio listener to know back then, you know, or a resident in Portland. But yeah, no, that's some fucking good lyrics. That was a good song, though. All right, you ready? Let's look at Anna's take here. Barack Obama tells Democrats, quit whining and do something. Do something. Okay, Anna, let's see how they spin this. Okay, Cenk tells Obama to go away. Look at that. Surprising, it's got 6,000 views, guys, after 2 hours. There's 6 million subscribers. They got 6,755 views in the first 2 hours. Dude, that's terrible, bro. Surprisingly, Cenk telling Obama to go away isn't really fucking relevant. Oh my God. Look at this, though. Somebody in here put Obama fatigue. Dude, I fucking hate to see this racist shit in their comments. You know what I'm saying? This racist shit. That's so fucking brutal. Like, when you think about it, man, that's what they are now. Their comments are just filled with fucking racist drivel, right? They're so racist. TYT is. They're like, it's crazy. All right, here we go.
Really paved the way for Trump's presidency. Americans were rightfully furious with the government, and they wanted actual change. So you have this
dude who picked the fucking steel drum like Aaron Brockovich ripoff music. You hear the music? It's the worst like Aaron Brockovich steel drum music I've ever heard. I mean, I have no problem with putting music there on an intro, but goddamn, who picked this shit?
Really paved the way for Trump's presidency. Americans were rightfully furious with the government, and they wanted actual change.
Oh, so Obama paved the way for the Trump presidency. Yeah, I don't really see it that way, Anna. I see it as the entire time the black man was in the presidential office, that there was a campaign of racism and fucking hatred and like nooses and calls for lynching and mainstream media attacks with shit like the brown suit, the tan suit, and all kinds of shit. The calls for the birth certificate, and she's saying it was Obama. Okay. Yeah, they wanted change, so they chose a bankrupted criminal sex offender who berated women, made fun of the disabled, and fucking called everybody names. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. What the fuck, bro? Right? Absolutely. The racists came out of the woodwork. And look at them. Now the fucking dumbass racists are fucking coming across the TYT networks.
Really paved the way for Trump's presidency. Americans
She's
were rightfully
despicable.
Furious with the government, and they wanted actual change. So you have this guy coming down a golden elevator, calling out all of that corruption. Obviously, he's corrupt himself. We all know that. He comes out, he calls it all out. He seems to be authentic. He seems to be sincere. And
yeah, he seems to be sincere, right? Was that when he was grabbing your pussy, Anna? Without consent, or was that another time?
Changes the paradigm for the GOP. And that was because of Obama and the Democratic Party paving the way, creating a perfect environment for someone like Trump to thrive.
Oh my God, dude. She literally said that. She literally said that it was Obama paved the way for someone like Trump to thrive. The black man paved the way for the racists to capitalize on their racism. Wow. That is some of the most fucked up, disgusting shit I've heard come out of TYT. Like Anna, she's bad, right? I mean, she is. She is an insufferable bitch, okay? That is angling right now for that red pill money, but like that is like beyond low, man. That is disgusting, bro. Yeah, you know what's funny? I mean, I wonder how she'd feel if it was like, yeah, Anna, the way you were dressed paved the way for those homeless guys to fucking grind you, right? Right? The way you dressed, what you wore when you went out fucking walking your dog paved the way, right? I mean, classic fucking victim fucking bullshit mentality. Dude, that is so gnarly. She is right up there with MTG, bro. She's right up there with MTG. I can't tell which one is less attractive at this point, right?
Paving the way, creating a perfect environment for someone like Trump to thrive.
We've heard a lot of talk about change this year. The question is, change to what? To me, change is a government that doesn't let banks and oil companies rip off the American people. Change is when we finally fix healthcare instead of just talking about it. Change is giving tax breaks to middle-class families instead of companies that send jobs overseas. Change is a president who brings people together. I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message because this year, change has to be more than a slogan.
Does it?
Yeah, I can.
That was Obama's campaign ad back in 2008. And we're bringing it back up today because former President Barack Obama has some advice for modern day Democrats, the Democratic Party. And he was at a fundraising event for the DNC where he did share some very blunt advice. Now it's vague.
Now this is crazy, right? Because what's really interesting, let's pause right here, because obviously I find that disgusting, and I think both of these guys are racist pieces of shit, okay? And I feel like it's been established. I feel like Pastor Ben and Mondale Robinson, a lot of people from TYT would support that notion. But first off, this is today, okay? Today, when Trump is like going off about Epstein and saying Obama faked this shit, and they're now like having an expose going back to 2008, dredging up some hatred of Obama, blaming Trump's existence on Obama's government. And they're like, Obama's apparently saying something to the Democrats, quit whining and do something, which is weird because that appears to be what they are like, do something, Democrats, but now they're going to attack Obama. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck is going on, man?
Again, doesn't really offer anything specific, but I'll let you judge for yourselves. I'll read a little bit of what was reported in regard to Obama's comments. So he says, quote, I think it's going to require a little bit less navel gazing and a little less whining and being in fetal positions. He's talking about the Democratic Party and how they've been behaving. And it's going to require Democrats to just toughen up. You know, don't tell me you're a Democrat, but you're kind of disappointed right now, so you're not doing anything. No, now is exactly the time that you get in there and do something.
I mean, dude, that's good advice, right? That is absolutely good advice. Like, you can't just cry about like fucking, oh, Trump and the Republicans are taking over. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fucking get in there and fight. You gotta show up. Dude, yeah, she's not on the left, right? And again, the thing about it is there's no point in talking about Obama in fucking 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's like talking about George W. Bush. What's the point, right? You litigate Obama in 2015 if you got issues. You know what I'm saying? If you fucking got issues, right? Like fucking A, bro. Right? I mean, seriously, why are we talking about Obama? This is good advice, though. Like, the Democrats do need to not be disappointed. They need to fight. They need to fucking, like, get a platform. They need to grind it. Dude, yeah, no, they will be bringing up Biden. They will be bringing up Biden and Obama for ages. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with this, because what's funny is this is the same shit that Anna and Cenk say about the Democrats. Like, she's been screaming, do something, do something.
I got to pause right there.
No, one more, and then you can go off, okay? Don't say that you care deeply about free speech and then you're quiet. No, you stand up for free speech when it's hard. When somebody says something you don't like, but you still say, you know what? That person has the right to speak. What's needed now is courage.
Just please go away, okay? Just look, I'm so, at this point, I can't stand Obama anymore. So go back to the ad first, okay?
Dude, did Cenk ever like Obama? Cenk didn't like Obama ever. That's why MSNBC fucking shit canned him, right? Because he's always hated Obama, right? He has, dude. Cenk never liked Obama.
That old ad of, oh yeah, you got to watch out for the bankers and the oil companies. Do you want to know how full of crap Barack Obama is? So the bankers were his #1 donor.
I liked Obama.
And you know what he did? Not only did he do a bailout of all the bankers, he let them keep their bonuses after they cost this country 12 million jobs. Keep their bonuses. They crashed the economy. They're miserable failures. Why are they getting bonuses from the American taxpayers? Why? Because Obama's corrupt. And Obama took money from the bankers. So he took your hard-earned money and gave it to the bankers.
So, but the question again is why the fuck are we talking about this in 2025? Let's just give him that. Okay, let's say that everything Cenk says here is right. Why are we talking about it now? What the fuck does this have to do with now? Because you're mad that Obama said something? Dude, Obama's failures didn't lead to Trump. Quit fucking saying that, bro. Fuck you, boss. I'm gonna fucking ban you from my chat, dude. That's bullshit. You know what led to Trump? Racist and misogynist motherfuckers in America, okay? Obama's failures led to Trump? Please. You think Jimmy Carter's failures led to Ronald Reagan? No. People being bloodthirsty and fucking racist pieces of shit. And they didn't like the fact that Carter, fuck you, boss, get out of my fucking chat. Fucking later, smell ya, fuck off, right? That's fucking bullshit, right? Dude, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. The voters had a choice, bro. You're saying, oh, Obama fucked up so bad, so everybody became racist pieces of shit, and they voted for racist piece of shit? Trump is a racist piece of shit who fucking said he grabs women by the pussy while he was fucking, right? While he was fucking running against a woman. And so the only people that voted for Trump in 2016 were people that were okay with a misogynist, racist fucking piece of shit. And that has nothing to do with Obama, all right? I mean, other than the fact that Obama was black. So yeah, when a black man was president, all the racist pieces of shit got real activated and said, yeah, we're going to vote for a racist piece of shit. But that is not Obama's fault. Okay, that is the racist pieces of shit's fault. Okay, you know what I mean? And in the second half, yes, in the second term, dude, he had fucking nothing but obstruction. Okay, dude, yeah, fuck those guys. I'm sorry, you say that shit, and I'm fucking banning your asses because you're a fucking racist piece of shit if you even say that. So fuck you. All right, enjoy. Get lost. Anybody else? We got any other fucking, like, smarmers? I mean, I'm not going to say Obama was perfect because he wasn't. He was too warlike. He definitely moved to the right wing on immigration, which I did not like. Okay, there were a lot of ways he sort of, like, capitulated to the right wing, you know, in order to, I think he was trying to build a bipartisan bridge to get some of his shit passed in that second term when they were trying to, like, obstruct the shit out of him, right? But the fact is even after doing that, they never, like, worked with him. So that fucking really bothered me that he capitulated with that stuff. But dude, yeah, I liked Obama a lot. And I did. And I liked the way the country felt in those years too. And I'll be honest, dude, I was shocked that Hillary lost in 2016. I still did not. I thought there was no way that Trump was winning that. And now I believe there was definitely some fucking impropriety with Russia. Something was going on. I don't know what it was, right? Not like fucking cheating necessarily, but there was definitely a propaganda campaign. I mean, you look at people like Jillian Michaels, who's now a right winger. She was able to marry her fucking girlfriend because of fucking Obama. Okay, he definitely was trying to make peace with Iran and sort of like get us out of the entanglements to a degree of the way we've been constantly like fucking shitting on the Middle East, trying to make amends for some of America's misdeeds for 50 years. You know, and all of that got fucking shit on. Yeah. Dude, he was, man. Yeah, he was, I don't know. But again, I don't understand why Cenk Uygur is, right? I don't understand why Cenk Uygur is talking about Obama now. Why this is important now, okay? And yeah, I mean, Malamute, there was a lot with Hillary. I mean, there was, right? Because Hillary, she got disparaged because of bills, like the sins of Bill, for sure. And you know, I don't think she was ever going to outrun that. You know what I mean? Even though she would have obviously been a way better president than Trump. Okay. And, you know, I still don't understand why people, I mean, I guess people want racism back. It feels good. There's a segment of the population that feels good when America is a racist, bloodthirsty country. And, you know, I mean, it's the same shit, dude, I saw as a kid, right? Jimmy Carter was light years better than Ronald Reagan. But Ronald Reagan got voted in because he was a TV star and because he fed the racist, bloodthirsty aspects of America. And Jimmy Carter was like, no, we're not going to be racist. We're going to integrate. We're going to embrace diversity. We're going to evolve, and we're going to do it in a non-bullying sort of way. We're going to find compassion and empathy. And people fucking, like, a lot of America hates that because they're miserable. They're fucking uneducated. They're self-destructive because they don't take any stock of their own fucking behavior. They run around just living to dump their shit on unsuspecting people because they're emotionally dysregulated and they have no fucking emotional maturity or emotional sobriety whatsoever. And so if you trigger the racism, you pick a target group, whether it's gay or trans or immigrants or, all of them. And Reagan was black women. Reagan targeted black women, specifically welfare queens is what he called them. A whole bunch of tropes piled in about the women on welfare having a nice purse or wearing nice clothes. How dare those poor women have nice clothes? They're milking the system, and fucking all the racist white motherfuckers in middle America ate that shit up. They're like, yeah, they love the racism. And then fucking Reagan was like, we're gonna hammer people. We're gonna like, oh, the iron fist. And then Bush got in there, fucking CIA Bush. Next thing you know, we're in a war, right? Meanwhile, what Reagan was doing was making backdoor deals with Iran and the fucking Contras and everything. He was playing both sides of the fence and just being fucking despicable, right? But Jimmy Carter was like, no, we're not. We're going to do it differently. We're going to evolve, right? Dude, yeah, Reagan, fucking piece of shit, man. God damn. All right. Sorry, I'm on a rant, but here we go.
Oil companies, they get $17 billion a year in subsidies year after year. For 8 straight years, they got all those subsidies under Obama. What did you do, Obama? What did you do about the oil companies? You just kept giving it to them. In fact, my first major criticism of Obama was that he let the oil companies drill in the Gulf. And then there was a massive oil spill in the Gulf.
There sure
Why?
was.
Because he's a sellout. Because he works for the donor class. Now,
dude, all right. See, here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Because, all right, we'll give him. Obama kept the oil subsidies, all right, the drilling in the Gulf sellout. Okay, we'll give him that. But Cenk Uygur, you're a fucking sellout, bro. You fucking sold out to Polymarket, dude. You sold out to Katzenberg. You are literally a corporate knob polisher in every possible way, dude. You killed a union. You took money from Peter Thiel's company during the fucking election. You are the biggest fucking sellout on the planet. So, I mean, it's fine if you want to say Obama's a sellout, I'll give you that. But for you to stand on a soapbox with this rage is like laughable, bro. You are a fucking clown among clowns. You have no credibility to call anybody a sellout because you are the biggest corporate knob polisher that any of us have ever fucking seen, Cenk Uygur. You will polish that knob, bro, like a fucking, like shiny. Dude, what in the hell, dude?
go to these comments. Why am I upset about this? First of all, what's this gobbledygook? Have the courage to say. Say what?
I'm not a sellout. I just took Polymarket money. Oh, please, Daddy Trump. Charlie Kirk like me. Dude.
I'm not going to say it. I just, whatever you think is the right thing is the thing that I appear to be doing because I'm a really good politician, but I never say anything. What do you want us to do, Barack? You were president for 8 years. You were enormously popular. Say it. Oh, you want to talk about courage? You don't have the courage to do anything.
Dude, but wait a second, though. Isn't Obama saying, yeah, Democrats, you need to fucking change and evolve and fight? Isn't that what Cenk always does? He's always yelling at the Democrats to have backbone and be fighters and quit folding, right? I'm really confused here because it seems like Obama Why does Cenk sound like a wife beater? Dude, he does sound like a wife beater, bro. He's fucking, dude, I think he has a MAGA shirt on under his fucking outfit. You think Cenk Uygur has MAGA tattooed on his tits? Do you think so? I think maybe he does, boss. I really do. I'm curious about that. Oh, dude, I'm gonna do a dance party goal, guys. 10 super chats, $2 or higher. We're gonna do it in 1 hour. Dance party. I'm gonna do it 30 minutes actually. See if we can get one before we have to go. All right, there we go. We might need a dance party. Fucking get this shit going. Oh, shit. No, I didn't want to do that. How do I fucking... I don't want to create a poll. Oh, shit, dude. I'm fucking shit up, bro. Oh, there we go. All right. Dude, I feel like I might need to dance after this. Dude, I just can't believe how fucking phony Cenk Uygur is, dude. He is like the biggest fucking sellout on the planet. You know what I mean? And yet he somehow exonerates himself from all of his own selling out. And he sits on this high horse of like, I am so pure. I am not a sellout. You are the sellout.
So you don't even have the courage to tell us what to do. Do you have a plan? Do you have an idea? No, I will speak in generalities and tell you not to navel gaze and say these general gobbledygook.
Dude, the navel gazing comment really fucked them up, didn't it?
And by the way, who's he giving this speech to?
To donors who are
to
probably
donors, his
very...
best friends. And he goes, and when he says you got to do something, this is not the time to sit on the sidelines, etc. You know what he's saying? He's telling the donors, give me more money.
He's telling the donors who are probably feeling uneasy about the fact that Democrats are deeply unpopular.
Well, obviously, dude, the donors are skittish, okay? Dude, I'm skittish. I have not given a dime to the Democratic Party since the Kamala Harris loss because, we gave a whole bunch of money. Kamala Harris raised a whole bunch of money. Everybody sort of was arguing about how that money was spent. There, the fucking, who's fighting in the Democratic Party? Are we going to embrace some fucking people-centric shit? You know what I mean? Like a lot of donors, and not just the billionaire donors, but even regular people have sort of pulled back a little bit. People are fucking upset. We thought that was a win. We thought that win was going to be locked. And it wasn't. And a lot of fucking, a lot of mistakes were made and shit. But dude, Cenk just has no right to call anybody a sellout. Neither of these guys do. 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶 is literally on a podcast with Lindy fucking Lee. You know what I mean? Like, these two are the biggest sellouts, the biggest fucking, they would lick the boot of any billionaire donor on the planet for a paycheck. They would. Dude, I bet if I had $1 billion, I could go live on the air and make both of these people lick my fucking boots on camera in exchange for funding TYT. I shit you not. I bet I could. I bet I could fucking make them both lick. Simultaneous boot licking, right? I guarantee it, dude. They would do anything for that money.
Their base has turned on them to some extent. They have a super low approval rating. And so if you're a donor, are you going to feel comfortable providing more money to a party that's deeply unpopular and not favored by a lot of voters? Probably not. So you have Obama come in and do this pretend tough talk for the Democratic Party to kind of give this illusion that no, we're whipping these Democrats back to shape. But honestly, even during the Obama administration, as Cenk is alluding to, the Democratic Party abandoned their promises. And it was after the 2008 economic collapse in which so many Americans across the country were getting foreclosed on, as the very financial institutions and banks that put out those predatory loans or gave out those predatory loans got rewarded with a bailout.
Yeah.
This was under Obama.
Yeah. See, what's hard about that, though, is like, what was he supposed to do? Right? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not defending the way Obama handled the bailout, but he did get the economy back on its footing. But what were they expecting him to do? To just let all the fucking banks crash and our entire financial fucking system crash? You know what I mean? And no, ACA was second term. ACA was the beginning of the second term, like right in 2012 or end of first term, right before the second term, somewhere around there, 2012, 2013, right? But you know what I mean? I don't know what they expected. I mean, I get it that they're all mad. Dude, Brutus, 5 gifted memberships. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go, dude. Fuck you, Trumpy. Fuck you. You know? But so yeah, the thing is though, is should have bailed out the homeowners. Yeah, I mean, that's probably an option, Sulfur. I totally get that. Although, like, you know, I don't know. That seemed unreasonable for the way the US government is. I mean, when do the homeowners get bailed out? Not like he shouldn't have done it, but nobody ever bails out the fucking homeowners, right? Like Trump came in and just gave a bunch of tax cuts to the wealthiest people and then reduced the corporate tax rate. And like, dude, and there was no fucking crisis, right? So like, at least he was trying to navigate a fucking crisis, you know what I mean? But you know, we also had a Congress. Like, you think Congress was gonna fucking bail out the homeowners? Like, man, I don't think so. You know, I mean, granted, I wish we would do something about our system that stops rewarding people who do cons like that, right? Because it was such a con, dude. The subprime mortgages, like that whole thing was such a fucking con, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing your contributions. What are you talking about? What am I not seeing your contributions there, DB Golding? What are you saying? I'm seeing your contributions, right? I saw the 5 gifted memberships. I saw your fucking $2.99. I've seen it. But what are you talking about? Push a button. What button? Dude, yes, Citizens United is fucked up. That to me, that's really fucked up. I was fucking shocked that Citizens United fucking went down. But what you talking about, Golding? Homie?
Okay, so Obama really paved the way for Trump's presidency. Americans were rightfully furious with the government and they wanted actual change. So you have this guy coming down a golden elevator, calling out all of that corruption. Obviously, he's corrupt himself. We all know that. But he comes out, he calls it all out. He seems to be authentic. He seems to be sincere. And he changes the paradigm for the GOP. And that was because of Obama and the Democratic Party paving the way, creating a perfect environment for someone like Trump to thrive.
Yeah, I gotta say more. First of all, the quote I'm talking about is he says, so you're kind of disappointed right now, so you're not doing anything. No, now is exactly the time you get in there and do something.
Do what?
No, what he means, it's obvious because he's talking to donors, is do something means give me money, give me money, give me money. That's the something that he wants them to do.
Dude, Jenk is pissed because no one's giving him money. Dude, ball bet, let's go, baby. 2 out of 10. All right, what do we got? Let's look at the goal. We got 21 minutes. We get 8 more and we fucking dance. Dude, yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, JR, what JR said right there. Think about how lost TYT is to think there is still some audience to gain going after Obama now, right? Considering the current mess. So what we have is 2025. Trump and Epstein are in the middle of fucking chaos, right? They defunded NPR and PBS Today and Cenk and Anna are yelling at Obama and saying, you gave us Trump, right? Because he said, stop navel gazing. Dude, Cenk Uygur can't even gaze his navel. There's no way Cenk Uygur can look down and see the navel. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. Not a chance, boss. Oh, yeah. No, DB, if that's what you were wondering, the memberships don't count towards the dance party, unfortunately. The memberships only fucking super thanks count towards that. Dude, KD, let's go, baby. Yeah, Congress was brutal with Obama. I mean, there was that section of time when we had both chambers and Obama, and that's when we got the ACA. But no, I get it, DB. All right, that makes sense. If that's what you were talking about, thinking that the fucking memberships, I wish it would just give us a thing, right? Luke, let's go. I wish it would give us a thing, right? Maybe I'll have to look in there. Maybe we can do one where any fucking donation counts. But they're super sticklers about, right? It's just super chats. Dude, dab hand, let's go, baby. Oh, shit. Dude, yeah, this is crazy, though. It's crazy to me that, again, dude, it's crazy to me that this is what they're doing. Look at the comments, right? Going after Obama, nothing else to bitch about. Unsubscribing. Oh, my God, dude. Dude, look at this guy. Anna walking around butt-ass naked with only her necklace, her shoes, and her socks on would be so sexy. Dude, what is going on, bro? Oh, my God, dude. Homie with the kill shot comment. Dude, everybody, dude, another one. Anna should take her clothes off. Oh, my God. Gotta tape her mouth shut. Still not interested. Gotta tape her mouth shut. Oh, my God, dude. Playing Obama for Trump. Yeah, everybody in here, dude, is fucking, except for a handful of right-wingers. Dude, that is funny, dude. The MAGA conversion is almost complete.
And he's not keeping it for himself. I want to be clear. He's raising money for other corporate Democrats. So then I was curious, like, hey, what's he going to do with this? He's like, oh, you need to help 𝗏𝗏𝗏 or whatever the hell her name is.
Dude, all I can say is I feel like their comments are more entertaining than their news broadcasts, bro. Oh, shit. Dude, let's go. Lita, oh, you deleted the message again. I saw that, though. You said I take the words out of your mouth. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You keep deleting the messages, though. All right, but I did see it. I saw it briefly.
Hamburger.
Yeah, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Okay,
Burger.
Spanking Burger, whatever the hell she's like a CIA agent, right? She's like the most corporate establishment Democrat, exactly the kind of loser Democrat that got us into this mess in the first place. And he's like, give more to the loser Democrats, my side. And now when you say, hey, wait a minute, Obama won twice. Yeah, I know. So he came in, he ran a great campaign against Hillary and McCain. So he comes in, then he just all of a sudden does nothing for 4 years, right? To be fair, he did Obamacare, which by the way, yes, was a right-wing plan from the Heritage Foundation to just do a little pressure release, right? But don't fix it. Don't even do a public option, okay? And mandate that they buy from us private insurance, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So then I thought, well, maybe he won't win the second time around. But when the campaign came around,
dude, he fucking won, bro. He won by a fucking like a landslide too, dude. I bartended in 2012 on the election. And that was like, oh my God, dude. It was just me and a cook at this local bar. And it was like, we set a record for the single shift fucking record, sales record. One night in this bar, dude, it was so busy, I couldn't card anyone. At one point, it's just an hour into my shift by 8 p.m. I was like, fuck, bro, I don't have time to card anybody. So I just didn't card anyone all night. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to ring this shit up. Dude, it was crazy, man. It was nuts. People were so happy, dude. Everybody. And this was like kind of a white trash sort of environment where this bar, right? It was a time of genuine hope, you know? And I mean, granted, that second term when they lost the House, okay, when they lost the fucking, the Congress, right? Congress had major wins, and then everything you wanted to do got sabotaged. And so that's when the racism really, right? They fucking kneecapped him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And, right, they kneecapped him the whole time. And then they fucking,
Back came Obama the lion. He was shredding Mitt Romney, right? Whenever it's about Obama, he's the greatest warrior I've ever seen. Whenever it's about you, he's like, I couldn't find my walking boots. Like, I couldn't do it. Oh, why don't you do something? Why don't you stop navel gazing? Do you know how many seats, I said loser. Do you know how many seats we lost under Obama, the Democratic Party? 1,000 seats nationwide. And did Obama care? Did Rahm Emanuel care? Did any of those corporate Democrats care? No, because they were fine. Their own careers were fine. The Democratic Party burned. They're like, yeah, but did the donor check clear? Donors.
Dude, Obama cared, man. He cared, dude. But like Cenk Uygur, like, do you know what it's like to be the first black man who becomes president of the slave nation? And then everybody goes after you, everybody. And even when you win an election convincingly, you are the subject of attack. They're fucking running around with nooses and fucking hanging you in effigy and obstructing. And then people in your own party like you, racist fucking donor sucking pieces of trash, were on his ass the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, dude, he was fucking, he cared. He wasn't like, oh yeah, I got my paycheck. Fuck America. Dude, there was no way Obama was ever like that, dude. I believe he spent most of his second term being heartbroken. And how did he feel when he didn't get to put that Supreme Court justice in? You know what I'm saying? How did he feel when he was just fucking powerless and just watching them fucking, crush his fucking agenda? You know what I'm saying? See, Essen, here's the deal, boss. There's nothing wrong with like disliking Obama. But Cenk Uygur is not just disliking Obama. You know what I'm saying? He's like making shit up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares if you dislike Obama, but to say that the black guy caused Trump, right? Because he got obstructed for years by Congress, like that's fucked up. And that's bullshit. And Cenk Uygur is also a fucking corporate money grubbing fucking piece of shit. So for him to say anybody taking money is a sellout, like, dude, he's a fucking sellout. Yeah, I should probably screenshot this, huh? But again, disliking Obama? Fine. You want to dislike Obama? But, dude, we're in 2025. Cenk Uygur's fucking spending his news broadcast. Right? See, here's the thing with you though, boss, is like looking at you, fucking scoping you out, right? Because you keep saying he's a butcher or whatever, right? I don't know what your fucking deal is, right? He's a butcher because he did drone attacks. Is that what you're about, right? Is that what you're upset about because of the drone attacks? Is that why you call him a butcher? Because that every fucking American president has ever done? Like, it's not Obama's a butcher. It's the fact that America's a genocidal fucking murderous nation, right? So you want to say Obama's a butcher, but so was Clinton and Bush and Trump and Biden and fucking Reagan. And right, the only president in my lifetime who wasn't a butcher was fucking maybe Jimmy Carter, right? But like, really? You want to call Obama? I mean, he did get rid of bin Laden, which was, significant. But I noticed you used that phrase a couple times. I would like you to explain yourself because I don't think you're very consistent. You know what I mean? And when you say they're all devils, Essen, it's you too. If you live in America, right? It's us. Okay, we're devils. Okay, we keep voting for this shit. We keep voting for people that use our tax dollars for this. We've been doing it my whole life. Okay, America is bloodthirsty and fucking right. But see, I don't like it when people like you come in chat and try to hold individual people responsible, but you don't act like the collective America is just, I mean, dude, how do you think we got this country, bro? The only reason, if you live in America, you own property here, you only own it because of genocide and bloodthirsty. So you're in this too. Like, it's not just Obama, you're a butcher. You're as much of a butcher as Obama if you live here. It's just America, bro, right? You can move out of America and then call America a butcher, but if you pay taxes here, you're a fucking butcher too. And that's what I don't like. It was the same with the genocide, right? Yeah, the genocide is fucking bad, but to act like that was Biden, no, that's us. That's America. We are a genocidal, fucking, like, imperialist, brutal fucking country that all we do is kill, and take. Okay? We take from the poor. We take from fucking countries that try to have socialism. We fucking take from the Middle East. All we do is kill and take, genocide and pillage. And then there's a bunch of fucking people who sit around saying, oh, America, oh, Obama and Biden, and they're bad, and George Bush. But it's like all of us, man. So if you want to include yourself and the rest of us in that thing, then fine. But if you're going to sit there and act like you're above the butchering your country has been doing the whole time it's been in existence, then fuck you. I'm not into that because you're being disingenuous, right? We have to all take ownership of the shit this country has been doing since the start, starting with the genociding of the natives, killing off their food supply, and the spiritual genocide of the black people, right? That still is now kicking up all this racism 250 fucking years later after we ended slavery. We're still doing this shit. So that's my point is when you start singling out individual people like Obama being the butcher, it's like, fuck you, boss. You gotta get your shit straight because you're just as much a butcher as he is. All of us are. And that's the problem. We don't want to take personal responsibility. We want to call Obama the butcher or fucking Biden the butcher or even fucking Reagan, right? Reagan was a piece of shit, but America voted for him. My fucking parents voted for Reagan. My mom and dad, who were Democrats, okay? My dad had a picture of JFK on the wall. He worshiped the man. And my dad voted for Reagan because he was a good actor. And he fucking said the money was going to trickle down. They bought into it. They were uneducated. No high school education. But so my thing is like, I don't have a problem with you not liking somebody, but if you single somebody out like that, that's suspect because you're missing what America has been consistently since the beginning is we're a shitty fucking country, bro, with a lot of shitty fucking people who make shitty political decisions. You know, there you go. All right. And now we're watching a shitty fucking like fake progressive newscaster give a shitty diatribe about a president that has been out of office for 9 years, right? Yeah. All right, Essen. Fuck off, boss. Yeah. You just thought it was weird because I like to butcher? Yeah, fuck off, dude. There you go. Now you don't have to I don't have to listen to your dumb ass anymore. Of course, though, that guy's not from America, right? Oh, it's weird that you like a butcher. You know what I do like? I like that fucking idiot being out of chat. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, guys, I want to see America change. But I also, though, part of me realizes that I don't know if America is going to change in my lifetime, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if America is going to change in my lifetime. But yeah, that guy certainly liked the butcher word. But now fucking butcher, America the butcher. Yeah, I mean, I don't like people fucking around like that, right? When they're passive aggressive like that. The way he kept using butcher, he was just being passive aggressive, dude. He can go get some fucking therapy.
Donors. So, and Obama's like Israel. When you criticize Israel, everybody goes anti-Semite, so you're not allowed to criticize Israel. Obama, you criticize him, they're like, he was the first black president, racist. Now, I don't give a goddamn what you say.
I know.
Obama was a donor servant, that's it.
Yeah, yes, definitely. We are all very disappointed in Obama.
Dude, Obama's a donor servant, so is Cenk Uygur, dude. Dude, let's go. Dude, I be honest, dude, pretty soon butcher's gonna be like the only job left here in America, boss.
And to your point, Cenk, about how he's trying to get the donors to donate more, I think this next quote kind of solidifies that fact. So he told attendees at this fundraiser, which by the way included New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, Democratic gubernatorial candidate Representative 𝗦𝗂𝗽𝗍, and DNC Chair Ken Martin, to stop worrying about finding a leader for the party and focus on the midterms. He says, stop looking for the quick fix. Stop looking for the Messiah. You have great candidates running races right now. Please give us money. Please give us money.
Do we?
Yeah, support these candidates or those candidates, Obama said, calling out the New Jersey and Virginia elections, according to excerpts of his remarks. And he described Cheryl and former Virginia Representative Abigail Spanberger, who again, Cenk was referring to earlier, who's been running for governor in her state as powerful spokespersons for a pragmatic, common sense desire to help people and who both have remarkable track records of service.
No, they don't.
Yeah, okay, but
Spanberger's done nothing.
Notice the lack of specificity here. And by the way, I just want to quickly end on the polling, because Obama's sentiment at this event echoes some of these polling results, showing that people find the Democratic Party out of touch, woke, weak. But Obama was kind of part of that. He
Not
paved
kind
the
of
way
part
for
of
that.
it. Obama is a critical part of the weakness.
Dude, they are like throwing it all on Obama. She used woke. Oh my God, like, oh shit, Obama got us gay marriage, right? Oh shit, dude. Fucking woke Obama. Oh, Obama, you made America too woke. Now we have Trump. Oh. Dude, Jesus, that's crazy.
Never fights back against Republicans, never fights back against the donor class. And then he had the audacity to run on hope and change. He delivered almost no change and extinguished hope. But hey, he collected a lot of checks.
See, I've had like significant fucking like I've had really good health care during times of financial crisis because of the ACA and the expanded Medicaid. So Obama did affect my life, right? In a very profound way. And the life of my kid, and the entire time he was growing up, my kid had state-funded, like full health care because of the ACA and the expanded Medicaid. And so, like, but dude, they are fucking going off, bro. What are they doing here? Who are they even doing? Like, what is their, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what they think they're getting from this. Are they trying to get rage exposure? Is that what they're doing? Are they after the rage exposure or what?
He delivered almost no change and extinguished hope. But hey, he collected a lot of checks.
He extinguished hope. Dude, I was very hopeful in 2016. To me, the hope got extinguished by fucking, right? The hope got extinguished by Donald Trump, right? That's to me, like the hope got extinguished when Trump came in. You know, I did not really feel Obama diminishing hope. I will say this though, it was really hard in Obama's second term because I saw him just getting kneecapped and the whole Congress fucking, you know, the whole Congress trying to like just damage him and bring the man down. Right? When they took Congress in 2012, that was rough. That was hard to fucking watch. But man, this is wild.
And now he lives in his castle in Nantucket or wherever the hell he is, or Martha's Vineyard or some fancy ass place. And the only thing he goes to is to lecture young black men over, you should vote for us, the corporate Democrats. It's your fault, black people. I'm lecturing you. I'm the first black president. Okay, no, I'm not interested in that. Go collect some more goddamn checks. The only other place you ever see him is at a fundraiser. Wow, you're...
Dude. Here we go. Comment done. Let's go, baby. Oh, shit. Dude. Yeah. And again, dude, Obama had a lot of faults. Okay? He did. He had a lot of faults. He was definitely a corporatist. He definitely played it like not very progressive once he got into office. And you know, he was moved toward the right wing on immigration, and he definitely was way more, I don't know, warlike than I was expecting. But fuck, to act like he created Trump, I'm not buying that, right? America's just got real issues with racism and misogyny, and unfortunately, like, we've yet to escape it. I think, you know what it is like, I thought Obama was a sign that racism was done. Okay? I'm serious. And I think a lot of us, especially a lot of like white liberals, I think we believed when Obama became president that we had come full circle with the civil rights movement and we had arrived. And then gay marriage, and we had some movement on healthcare, and there was just a feeling of hope and shit. But what we discovered is all his arrival did was ignite this underbelly of really nasty racism. And then when Hillary showed up, it was misogyny. And now it's like escalated to transphobia and this anti-immigrant sort of replacement theory nationalism. And now I feel like we're relitigating the civil rights movement. Like they actually are trying to overturn the civil rights movement and the Voter Rights Act when we thought we arrived, but literally they were just starting a bigger fire, right? And so like my naivete really, like, it fucked me up, man. I walked into 2016 thinking there was no way Donald Trump was going to win. After the scandals, the grab him by the pussy, the making fun of the disabled person, the way he talked over Hillary and berated her and women and shit during the debates. I was like, dude, there's no way this country that just like celebrated gay marriage and has evolved socially, there's no way we're going to vote for this loser, fucking degenerate, criminal, fucking woman abusing, like fucking rapist. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. And sure enough, America did. And here we are. We have fucking, you know, people like Dana White, a wife beater out there saying, yeah, America feels so good right now. And it's like, really, of course, a wife beater is walking around thinking America feels good when they're watching nothing but state-funded violence on TV all day. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's fucking crazy. And, well, yeah, our electoral system is fucked up. But I mean, that's, you know, interstate voter compact, guys. I'm going to go out on this. Interstate voter compact. That's what we need, guys. This is why your local elections are important. Okay, you ready? Look at this. It's the interstate voter compact. Okay, right here. National popular vote interstate. Okay, check this out. Something to look at here. Okay, because what it is a whole bunch of states have signed on. And eventually, when this is signed and ratified with 270 electoral votes worth of states, then the popular vote winner will win the election every single election. This is going to override the Electoral College, okay? And this is why your local elections are very important. If you live in a state that's like purple, get that state blue, get a blue governor in there, and fucking get him to sign on to the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. And it's basically an agreement that goes into effect when 270 or more electoral votes worth of states have signed on, that pledges all of their electors to the popular vote winner. Right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. I'm ending on that. All right? Dude, I would love to have ranked choice. Dude, I would love to have ranked choice. Oh, yeah, dude, the Greg Gutfeld. Yeah, we could watch this. Dude, we can watch this real quick. I don't know if you saw this. I was watching this earlier, but look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. This is some Fox News hosts, okay? This is where we're at. Speaking of like the Obama shit that we're talking about, and they said Obama set up Trump, but look at what we're about to watch. Okay, we're about to watch Fox News hosts, Greg Gutfeld, using the term Nazi as though they're saying the N-word, okay? They're using it like the N-word. They're both mimicking the use of the N-word and adopting the term Nazi for themselves and throwing it around like it's just hilarious and fun. And the thing about it is if you want to look at what, right? If you want to look at what fucking is going on, okay, with America in the age of Trumpism, is the fact that this is like a overwhelming sort of like characteristic belief of a lot of fucking, you know, people in America. A lot of white America is just like, I don't think they're even aware of their own racism or misogyny. But yeah, watch this.
This is why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis. Nazi this, Nazi that. You know, I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Thank God you did a hard eye there. What does it tell you, though?
A hard eye. You see that? You see that, dude? They fucking literally mimicking the N-word with Nazi. Did you hear how uncomfortable everyone is in the room? And he said the blacks. Yeah, I know. Like this, guys. This is why we have Trump. Okay? This is why we have Trump. It's not Barack Obama's fault. If Barack Obama had been more progressive, dude, he got kneecapped in his second admin, but look at that shit. And dude, Kennedy, of all people, dude, I used to watch this bitch on MTV, bro. And goddamn, dude, now she's like, Jesus. Yeah, they're like, let's own it. Let's just hoods off. Hoods off, motherfuckers. Here we go.
This is why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis. Nazi this, Nazi that. You know, I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Dude, did you see that how quiet it got there? Right? Watch how quiet it gets when it cuts to the wide shot, dude.
The way they were able to remove the power. I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Look at how quiet right there. He's like, dude, if she didn't come in with the fucking, with that thing, it was so quiet. I bet it would have stayed quiet for like a minute, bro. That was like, yikes, dude. That is rough, right? And they're just, you know what I'm saying? The way he said the blacks, but this, guys, this is why we have Trump. Okay? Elon Musk doing the Heil Hitler and then an entire political party denying it, gaslighting us. That's why we have Trump. Okay? It's not because the black president didn't fucking, wasn't progressive enough. Okay? You know what I'm saying? The black president who in his second term, when Congress was controlled by the Republicans and McConnell pledged to his last breath that I will make sure Obama gets not one thing done while they were lynching him in effigy in the South. And yeah, SCOTUS fucking Citizens United and shit. And they're saying, oh yeah, but no, the black guy didn't do a good enough job, bro. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Jesus 𝗙𝗙𝗾𝗏, bro. All right. Dude. Yeah, rough. All right, on that note, though, we go out, baby. We go out. We didn't get a dance party tonight, but we'll get one fucking some other time. Dude, thank you guys for the donos. And thank you, dude. Oh, Marisol, let's go. And thank you, Brutus, for dropping the fucking memberships, dude. That was huge. We love the new members. But yeah, that shit is rough, man. That shit is rough. On that note, I know it sucks to end on that note, but I mean, I think it's good to end on that note, though. You know why? Because we know what we're up against, guys. It's a reminder of us to not kowtow to the MAGA motherfuckers. That even when they get hammered and even when they get tired of Trump and defect, don't trust them because we know what's at their root. Okay? We know they're not coming over to our side. We need to fucking move left, develop a platform, and fucking grind it out. Yes, Obama did not make these guys this way. Okay? I guarantee you that Obama didn't make Gutfeld that way. Okay? Because what? Because he fucking gave health care to the poor? Like, come on, man. All right? Come on, man. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, looks like we're going out with the fucking a song again from, this one is 1999. We're going out with the song Do You Need by my band Full Blown Red. It's the band I moved to Portland with. All right, I fucking love you guys. And we're going to hit edit mode. We're going to get it started while I get edit mode going.
Do you need
anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Being held than regret. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh. Do you need anything like I need you? You know I do.
most of the time. Wet myself from reality and permit me to breathe before I do it again. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Taking us back to 1999. I'll see you guys tomorrow, baby. Love ya. I wanna come again. I wanna be so high in your eyes. I wanna disappear inside you and be alright tonight. You say your medicine is all that I require, and that I'm blinded by the stars in my eyes.